Hi, it's Stephanie again, and I'm here with my cousin Spencer. And we have just left Antarctica on the beautiful Sapphire Princess. We are towards the end of a 17-day voyage, which started in Buenos Aires, and it will end again in Buenos Aires. We are now going to be launching back again through the Drake's Passage to go back north, where we will be in the Falkland Islands in 2 days. We wanted to talk to you a little bit about the things that we've loved about the Sapphire Princess, and maybe just a couple of things that you might want to think about when booking a large cruise. Again, before I say anything, I want to reinforce that we are not travel agents. We're not trying to get you to come to our travel agent site. We're regular people. He actually works in IT. I'm actually a retired insurance agent. We just like to do fun things like travel, and we just want to get information out. So, disclaimer. All right, first of all, I think we talked about one of the things we really loved about this voyage and this vessel the most was our captain, Captain Todd McBain. He's pretty much been given free rein, I think, from Princess, the line, to go anywhere in the Antarctic Peninsula he wants, to change the route whenever he wants.
Based on weather.
Yeah, based on weather, based upon fog conditions. If he sees something kind of cool, like a little bay or an inlet, he can take this 115,000 ton vessel and just go up. He's told us that he's really nosy and snoopy and he likes to find things out. So I've really enjoyed that. This is, I believe they said, his 24th voyage to Antarctica. So he's really good, and he's also been really good at sneaking past weather conditions to try to minimize the motion for us, which I've really enjoyed.
That's been the best part.
It's been awesome. So we see some of these smaller cruise ships that had to go through massive waves in the Drake's Passage, and we're literally seeing the same things that they're seeing. So I'm really glad we made this choice to sail on this one. I also like the class of ships that the Sapphire is in. Now, they used to be called, we talked about this before, they used to be called the Jewel class. I'm not sure if Princess is calling them the Grand class now. I'm not sure. I could be a little bit off on that. I should know that after 26 cruises. But the Sapphire, which is what we're on, the Emerald, which I've been on, the Diamond, which I've been on, and the Ruby, which I have not been on, are all the same floor plan. So if you pick any of those ships, like, these comments will pretty much apply. The flow of the ship is wonderful. I like especially deck 7, the promenade deck, because these are the only ships in the fleet that have a complete wraparound outside promenade. You can go outside and walk around the entire perimeter of the ship, which is awesome when you're cruising to places like Antarctica, Alaska, which this ship actually does this summer, which you're actually going to be on again for Alaska. So you can actually see and experience the elements. Plus, you can get all the way up to deck 14, 15, 16, 17.
Yep.
You can stand on top of the bridge outside. I mean, it's just a great flow on this vessel, especially for these itineraries. The service, oh my gosh, the service has been
great.
It's been so great. The people are so friendly. And it's not because they have to be. I get the feel it's just because they are happy and they want to be.
Yeah.
And
I haven't been on a cruise yet where all the crew has just been most excellent and just been really happy to serve you and do anything for you.
Yeah, we were talking to one of the bartenders at Crooner's Bar. His name is Rakesh from India. And I can't remember how many contracts he says he's had with Princess, quite a few. But he says Princess treats he and his family so well that he said I would never think about going with any other cruise line. He has no idea. He's gonna have his name in it. Oops. But Rakesh, you've given us great service, and he has a beautiful family at home, and he's able to spend time with them on his off season and treat them so well because Princess treats he well. I'm just really proud about that. Another thing I've loved about this is the port lecturers. We have 6 different lecturists, if that's the right word, on board. There's a biologist, ornithologist, just a historian, I don't even know. There's so much, and they're so good, and they're so easy to understand. And there's lectures every day you can go to, and I've learned so much about this area I never even would have known otherwise.
Yeah, when you're in a specific area of historical interest, they'll get on the speaker and just talk to your ear off about it. It's been great.
It's been great, and you can turn your camera or your TVs on the cabins onto the bridge cam, and you can listen to it all on the bridge camera. So it's been wonderful. I felt the safety of the ship was phenomenal. It's a reinforced hull. It's a big ship. We can go everywhere. It's relatively stable, except that one night through the Drake's Passage, which we've already talked about. The food has been so good.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there's specialty restaurants. Last night we went to, would you pronounce the name? I can't pronounce that Tra restaurant. What's it called?
Sorry.
Tracharya?
Yeah. No.
Churrascaria?
Sorry.
The Brazilian thing, you know, where they come around with the meat. Try.
Okay.
I can't. We went there last night. It was awesome. We're going to Sabatini's Italian restaurant in a couple days. It's also awesome. Now, I would be remiss if we didn't say a few things that were a little off. Just a couple things. The first, I mean, they're minor. If you're going to come on Princess, I think it's really important, and this is going to be very controversial. Disagree with me, that's fine. But for what our needs were, I think it's important that you consider the beverage package. Now, they call it the beverage package, but it's not just for people who drink alcohol, because there's other things in it. We got the premier package. That's the top of the line package, which includes your beverages up to $20, and I think they're unlimited now. It used to be $15 a day, but who can drink 15 alcohol drinks a day? Not me. Up to $20 a drink. All of your gratuities on board, although we do also give extra gratuities. All of your specialty dining, so that Tra or whatever restaurant last night was included, the Sabatini's is included, the Alfredo's Pizzeria is included, all of that. And what else? Oh, you get unlimited photos. So all the photos they take of you, you get all those. It's well worth it. Well worth it. So I would advise you do that. When I got a wine for lunch the other day, it was part of my package, so I didn't have to pay extra for it. It was a $19 glass of wine, and I have to say, the cheapest glass of wine I've seen on the ship is $12. And my glass of $19 wine, which is excellent, but it was filled literally 1/3, not even a half of the glass, not like a little more than half the glass. It was literally 1/3. If I would have had to pay $19 for that glass of wine, I probably would have been calling the head waiter over and said something, because it's you need to feel like you're getting value. I'll leave it at that. Make your decision on what you feel is best for you and your family, but that's my recommendation. The other thing I just have to mention is, on a ship like this, there's 2,600 passengers and about 1,000 crew members. You are going to experience crowds. I'm just going to say, you cannot avoid it. What you have to do is find your little places that you go so that you can avoid those potential distractions or conflicts that you feel. The biggest thing we hear is about the buffet, where people are converging to go through the buffet and they don't wash their hands. Now, right outside the buffet are sinks, and they tell you, wash your hands, but literally nobody does. They just go right into the buffet, and that's how norovirus spreads, and also on the railings, and people just don't wash their hands. When I come on board, I wash my hands constantly. And I bring these little rubber gloves like you would get at a doctor's office, and I put my rubber glove on when I go through the buffet, so when I'm touching all those utensils, I'm not getting that stuff. Then when I get to my table, I set my stuff down, I take off my rubber glove, and I go back and wash my hands again. I'm literally making a promotion for norovirus to be not an issue here, but you got to avoid those things and just find the places where you don't feel the crowds, and you'll be fine. That's really, aside from, you know what else really bothers me? People who complain about stupid stuff. Like, there was a lady complaining that she had a cabin on the starboard, which is the right side of the ship, but she says, oh, but they only show stuff on the port side, so we never see anything, which is completely false. Captain McBain turns the ship everywhere we go, so all sides get to see everything, and, people just find an excuse to complain about stuff, and that can be really irritating. Treat the staff with respect. You've spent a lot of money to come on a vacation. Enjoy it. Anything else, Spencer?
No, I think you covered everything.
Okay. We'll see you in another information video. Thanks for watching.